Hi comrades, yours KVS. Standing Committee meeting of the National Council JCM was held on 22/9/2022 and the copy of the minutes have been circulated by the DOPT. As per the minutes, let us have a bad view which are all the subjects they discussed in the standing committee and what is the position and what is the reply given by the government in such cases. The guest of charges, that is also at par with the general officials on duty, and there will be no higher rates will be levied for the pensioners. This is the order which was issued in 10/7/2012 itself, and copy of the orders will be issued. The important subject is about the exemption of pension from income tax. Very serious one. This all the pensioners are expecting that they should be given exemption from the income tax, for which the government replied the Department of Revenue will take a final view and communicate shortly. This is the decision given in the Standing Committee meeting on 22/9/2022. We are expecting that the pension should be exempted from the income tax because this is the means of income for the aged persons for their livelihood after serving the government. A favorable note should be taken on this, and we are expecting. And similarly, the next subject is the exemption of pension from income tax for war heroes disability pension, for which it was replied that court case is pending. Court directed on 30/8/2019 to maintain status quo. Because of the court orders to maintain status quo, the exemption of pension from income tax has not been granted to the war heroes of the disability pension. So this is contrary to the previous subject. The previous subject, they are saying the Revenue will take a final view and communicate, whereas they don't want to grant it to the war heroes disability pension. So some controversy is there. Enhancement of bonus ceiling to casual laborers to 7,000 rupees, in which it is stated if the staff side does not furnish the required information within a month, it will be closed. So this is pending with the staff side JCM. Staff side JCM has to collect the number of casual laborers and the requirement of enhancement of bonus ceiling to such casual laborers to 7,000 rupees pending with the staff side. Payment of 18 months DA arrears. The Special Secretary will hold a meeting separately and the matter is closed in this forum. Though they don't want to discuss further in the Standing Committee, and the Special Secretary will hold a meeting separately on this subject. Revision of pension to the compulsorily retired. Orders were already issued. We got the orders. Restoration of computed portion after 12 years. Because there is a demand that the commuted portion should be restored after completion of 12 years, for which it was replied, it may be discussed separately with DOP and PW within 1 month. Item closed here. They are closing the items in the Standing Committee and they are directing the DOP and Pension Welfare to discuss the issue within 1 month. So if any such decision is taken after restoration of 12 years period, it will be a boon for the pensioners who are awaiting this for a very long period. The increase of fixed medical allowance to rupees 2,000 under consideration, whereas the Parliament Committee that has recommended for 3,000 rupees FMA. That is also to be taken note of, and we should insist that 3,000 rupees as per the recommendations of the Parliament Standing Committee, that should be granted to the pensioners who are availing the fixed medical allowance in lieu of CGHS. Enhancement of pension only after completion of 80 years of age, the item was dropped. Actually, on completion of 80 years only, the additional pension is being granted. The demand is that it should be granted when the concerned pensioner is attaining after completion of 79 years and reaching the 80 years. The item was dropped. The reason for dropping the item that is not mentioned. One-time relaxation for LTC cash voucher scheme that has already given up to 31/3/2022, so item closed. Opening of Central Administrative Tribunal branch at Madurai, that will be taken up with the HOD of the catch and that will be considered. Implementation of MACP with 1/1/2006 for defense as per the Supreme Court judgment. DOP will hold a meeting within 1 month with Ministry of Defense. Grant of one increment to those retired on 30th June. It will be decided based on the final outcome of SLP in the case of Bangalore CAT upheld by the Karnataka High Court in the case of a railway employee. Even though the Gopal Singh case, the Supreme Court has dismissed the curation petition, whereas the department is saying now they are waiting for the SLP for the Bangalore CAT. That has also come up for hearing recently. The decision of the court case has not been made known. This is being protracted. They can protract only, but they cannot deny it. They have to pay one day. Instead of making the officials so anxious, they can definitely sanction after seeing the Supreme Court dismiss the curative petition. So that has not been made, and we are still waiting for the implementation of the court judgment. Applicability of 7th CPC to those retired on 31/12/2015. The court case SLP is pending, matter is sub judice. Actually, the employees who were retiring on 31/12/2015, they were not getting the benefits of the 7th CPC because they have completed 12 months. But the 1/1/2016, they were not in service, they have not been given. So a court case has been filed. They got a favorable judgment, and because of this, the government has filed a special leave petition in the Supreme Court, and the matter is pending. This is the reply given by the DOPT. Details of Visaga committee members that should be made public. Instruction will be reiterated. Further, the staff side leader, he demanded to lift the ban on creation of posts. He insisted to provide out-of-turn compassionate appointments to the COVID victims' family, because many COVID victims, they were not getting the job under the compassionate appointment, even though they were the victims of the COVID. The staff side secretary further demanded the switching over of option after 25/7/2016, at least 90 days may be granted. In the Department of Post, they have issued orders extending the date after 25/7/2016, but no subsequent clarification was received. But however, even though the staff side is demanding that 90 days is sufficient, but it is not sufficient. Many officials would be getting MACP from 2,800 to 4,200 grade pay during 2017, during 2018. They can definitely avail the benefits so that they will be getting a perennial benefits in their service. So the 90 days may not be a suitable one, and whatever be the orders issued by the Department of Post, that should be reiterated by the MOF, and also one more option has to be given to the officials so that they can go for a fresh option and they can opt for the pay fixation after the 7th Pay Commission. This is a very important issue that the staff side should take note of it. The staff side secretary further demanded accumulation of earned leave beyond 300 days and not asking for encashment of leave. We can seek the encashment of leave also. Whatever be the accumulation made in the leave account, that should be reimbursed at the time of encashed at the time of the retirement. We can make a demand also, but he has not made it. That accumulation of such leave they can avail when they require at the last stage of their life. The staff side secretary recorded the discontentment of the employees due to the national pension scheme. He raised the concern about the 2 terms or 5 years amendment. and apply to the trade unions. That is about 15(1)(c) of the conduct rules, that no office bearer should hold the post for 2 terms in any capacity. That order has to be rescinded. That the staff side secretary has seriously perused this in the standing committee. 18 months DA arrears. A separate meeting will be held. That is the reply given by this. The staff side secretary has further requested about the one-time relaxation for purchase of air tickets to visit Andaman, etc. Actually, they have not extended after 2014, and many officials have been purchased the tickets for visiting Andaman by private airlines even in the year 2018-19. Such cases also, the staff side secretary is demanding to grant exemption for purchase of the air ticket through private parties. This is a very important issue, and particularly in Tamil Nadu, many comrades have been affected, and this is an issue to be seriously pursued. And they discuss about the issues related to the CGHS, and he also insisted one more option to switch over the 7th CPC from the date of promotion. That is a correct demand. That is, from the date of promotion, one more option should be granted like this. He also demanded to review and withdraw the NPS. These are all the important items discussed. The minutes have been circulated by the DOPT by its OM dated 13/10/2022. These are all the important items. Many of the important items are related to the pensioners and also the government employees, the serving employees, and that should be taken very seriously, follow-up action to be taken, and we are requesting the staff side to peruse all the matter, and all the employees and also the pensioners are awaiting some favorable settlement on all the demands put forth by you in the standing committee, JCM. With this, I am concluding. Thank you very much, comrade. Meet again.